We are back for another exciting match day. Highlighted matchup of this first round of games, Junie. Holics versus Chill Guys. Very interesting. We've seen both teams with pretty consistent performances across the league over the halfway point. So really anyone's game. We got Sunday and Wednesday has been D1 Quest of Glory. Now we got Monday, Wednesday Super Leagues, but Monday is also D2, and then Thursday is also D2. Super League 11 p.m. Eastern. Most days for the league is 9 p.m. except for Thursday. We have D2 at 8:30, and we just tune in with our spotlighted fixture of the day, Holics versus Chill Guys. Very anticipated fixture here. Yeah, we're previewing Super League a little bit too much. How it started, you know. How can't we, right? It's been so entertaining to start, Jimmy.
Very, very entertaining. Extremely competitive. These teams know what's at stake in North America.
100%.
Or the world.
And we saw it earlier in the match day for Super League. Evan David's getting a goal, and he returns back to the Quest for Glory D1 League, and he scores himself to keep that form going against Holics. A very good goal, to say the least. Again, over the midpoint in the season, Junie, with each one of these matches playing a big and significant part in where these teams are going to finish. And again, I know there's a lot of people, we've had these you see all these forfeits going on. Guess what? These teams didn't have the bigger picture in mind.
Yeah. Well, they didn't realize that even if they do forfeit and drop out late into the season, their name will still be dragged in the mud.
Second round of games, Mythic 11 versus No Hard Feelings. Again, No Hard Feelings on a 7-game win streak, Junie. Jeez. Jesus.
Oh, man. Trying to get this Road to Glory game to show up, and it just doesn't want to. But I do have Holics right here. Not gonna lie, 0-0 right now. To probably closing to the halfway mark.
Oh wow, is that Elmer himself joining us for a interview? Wow, Elmer.
Oh my gosh, it's my goal. I'm not gonna lie, you guys been up and down in the standings. Been having trouble finding some good consistency. Talk to me, Elmer. What's going on? What's going on behind the scenes, brother?
Nah, I mean, we're actually playing pretty well. We play good against the good teams, and then we play the shit team, and then we play bad against, I don't know.
And now Elmer, Junie said, like he said, you guys have been trying to find that real form and really take strides on moving up the table. Can we get kind of a prediction on where you guys are going to finish, your kind of general expectations on when you started, all that?
Well, to be honest, we made this team, I don't know, it's kind of like a Friends FC team compared to like all the other teams where it's just like full of like comp players, but like I still think that even with this team we can get at least like a top 10 and get into playoff for the Champions League.
Thank you for those who participate night in and night out, show up every single game day. You already know it's always love. And folks, come on now, bring me your highlights.
Oh, yeah.
Bring me your highlights. Make sure you guys are clipping mid-game. It doesn't matter if it's a coach or a player. I just need the format. You guys need to put it in simple format. Just give me your player name, who's in the highlight. I need your team name, and as well as the team you're facing name. That's the only 3 things I need, and then we got your highlight locked in.
Blessings on your Sunday if you alive out here, you know. Hopefully you alive and watching. You feel me? We'll be back tomorrow. Much love, people. Until next time. Yes. Let's peace. We got to end in the jungle, Junie. I wish Junie's camera was here with me, but salute. We out in the jungle. Quest for Glory. Much love, people. Sham, the boss man, might even bench me for the day. We'll see. I'm here though, chat. We got Super League at 11 p.m. hosted by QG VCL. Salute to them people at VCL. A lot of interesting things on the bench. Yeah, you know, here at the next facilities, bro, we got good facilities. We got a nice cozy bench. You know, it's warm over here. I'm not in no cold environment, so I'm nice and warm on the bench. You know, I got the massage in the back. You know, the trainers is taped up all my ankles. We good. You feel me? I could go around, do some juggling, April 11th, we're starting off with the Fortnite Trios Scrims, followed by the NBA 2K 5v5 on April 26th. And then we go all the way over until May 16th for a COD tournament. Money on the line for each one of those events. So if you're not in the server, join up. Typical next fashion, a little bit delayed of the match. Just here sitting on the bench, chilling, chat. Last match day, red card in game 1 against Little Kahara, so they got me on the bench. The board didn't cut they cut the plane ticket to Dubai, so they said, AT, we can't chalk any more expenses up for you being a bum. You know what I mean? Sit down with that goddamn red card. Think about your game. Reevaluate your game. Yo, Sham, Pinga says hi, by the way.
Damn, I'm on like 80 ping.
So I'm telling him I sent him a kissy face, bro.
Whoa. What's this Nessie guy talking about? So it looks like we're finally kicking the game off.
That sound shit.
I
can't see my camera.
We can only run one stream at a time over here. So let me just lock in on this Pro Man stream.
For so long, my toenails started growing, bro. Fuck.
He tapped in. Tapped in with next versus Kings TM right now. AT watching up on the stadium. Not even on the bench anymore. I moved away from the bench.
You could tell he tried. This game sucks.
Which is crazy because, I mean, if FIFA could sell the team rights, they sure would to make money as well. But, and just like
inside if you can bring it.
We see Kings TM scoring. So again, chat, D2 currently in progress. The second round of games in D2. We got Super League coming at you live and direct at 11 p.m. Eastern. Might kick off a little bit later because we know VCL. Shout out to people at VCL.
There we go.
A goal.
Looks like the team finds something. 2 left feet with a goal, with a good goal over the top. We should see it here. 2 left feet with a brace, kind of transition in to the Super League stuff. Unfortunately, not as much content as we would like towards it, but nonetheless, we have a lot of interesting fixtures ahead of us, 12 to be exact, the entire roster and the lineup of teams. And speaking of that, we actually have one of the coaches participating, obviously, in D2 and in Super League himself. Isaac, my brother, how are you doing?
Like, my main thing is, like, play every game like it's a final, more or less. But at the same time, I'm not going to go off on somebody for making a bad pass. It's kind of like, all right, if you make a mistake, move on. It's all good. We'll get him in the end. And like I said, man, team chemistry and, like, building each other up, Not, if they tie us, like, late in the game or something, or we get scored on first, we're not a team that kind of goes off on each other or is toxic or we start blaming people, It's all about, motivating each other, kind of keeping the rhythm up, move the ball around. Obviously, like, we like to score and we're trying to, secure the title, but at the same time, man, we've had games where, we've tied and at the end of the game, even though, we're all frustrated, I tell them, just leave it at that, move on, and let's try to keep winning.
And you've also obviously talking about trust in your roster. You've brought people into the Super League from your D2 team as well. People like you can trust on scoring Quavo, a bunch of other quality players on your team, Crypt, But you've also combined and added a few other people like 2 Left Feet, who's on next, Talk us through some of the choices that went into making this kind of super team, and right now you guys are doing well to start that as well.
I mean, to be honest with you, this team I have in Super League, I brought the same roster to another league and we won it. So, like I said, it's not like I'm bringing new players and merging something together. It's people that have played together, have had a chemistry. They know how we play. They know what we want.
You guys have a very tough matchup coming up tonight against War Pigs. Like, have you studied them at all? Like, what you gonna just obviously stick to your game plan? Just try to go out there. Talk us through what you're thinking ahead of this matchup.
To be honest with you, man, I'm not gonna sit here and say, I watch film. I've seen how they played before. They're good players, man. They can compete.
Right.
We're not gonna walk in there, saying, "Oh, we're gonna outscore them," by 5-6 goals. No, I think the most important part is treat everyone like a threat. Can be in a game overconfident because that's what kills you. So Every game, no matter if we think we're the better team or if we think we're playing better, whole point is just get the win. So until that 90 minutes is up, if we're up with 1-0, fuck it, I'll be happy, man.
Traka's currently up 2-0 on War Pigs. Well, another score has come in, Junie. 4-0, highest scoring fixture of the day so far. Underdogs versus Capital United.
4-0 is unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie. Capital United gonna look to step it up in the next game. And this All-Star United game is heavy. Alex putting the pressure to them right now.
Yeah, I mean, again, Hollick's another top team trying to maintain that kind of unbeaten start. Does look like Trocas is going to finish it out. Yeah, 2-1 to Trocas here. Also have another player joining us on the day. We've talked about him a little bit earlier. Quavo LaFlame himself, the top goal scorer across all leagues. You know what I mean? How does it feel to be this, prolific?
I don't know, man. We're really just trying to win this D2 league because of the prize pool. It's like the biggest prize pool in most leagues,
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll secure that bag. I gotta respect it.
Yeah. So
wait for the bag, man. I respect it. You gotta go get it. Get yours.
Do you get like some type of scoring bonus? Like, come on.
Scoring bonus?
Scoring bonus, that'd be if you get to. I'm not gonna lie. By the end of this season, if you can get to like 80, I'll be impressed. I'll be impressed, brother.
I saw how much goals I was at earlier today before we started playing. I think I was like at 41, 42.
Nah,
I'll set a goal,
my brother.
Yeah, I'll set a goal. Hopefully, I can get to 60 by the end of the seasons. Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully, we can secure top 8 with Dragas in Super League.
I see it definitely being possible again with how you guys have started. Like, what's your plans for the rest of Super League? Are you the top scorer in Super League? Like, what's some goals for Super League?
The goal for Super League, obviously, is trying to make it a top 8 and win the whole thing. Obviously, I saw how much the prize pool was, so that shit, you gotta just sweat it out. And
it's a beautiful incentive.
Gotta just sweat it out, yeah.
I mean,
and for top scorer, hopefully, but I don't really. For Super League, I wouldn't mind, but hey, man, I have Juan next to me, so.
I mean, it's gonna be you or him. That's my prediction right now. I've been banking. Junie and anyone that's been watching can say I've been banking from Trocas and to see you guys do well in Super League from the start. So I'm definitely looking forward on watching you guys perform, and just it's always entertaining whenever I watch you guys play. Obviously, I played against you guys as well. It's entertaining. It's definitely high level. So salute to the chemistry you guys got going and what you guys have been building over the past month or so, if not longer.
That's what I've been doing. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta do 420.
That's crazy. Might as well just end the stream. My eyes hurt.
No real shit.
I went to the board press box earlier. The board box earlier. I might have to renegotiate for some, some eye care coverage or something. And that might as well just do it. Very interesting fixture in that. All-Star United taking the points. I would think that's a dub. Even though they didn't win, that's a dub for All-Star United. Another highly informed team. Ooh, another good opportunity there for no hard feelings. Milks almost blows it earlier, like we saw Mythic. Very good opportunity should have been on frame, to say the least. The goalie wasn't even really in a position to dive and just kind of squabbles it wide. And just like that, Zakali with an opportunity hits the dive button, goes down, and just like that, that's how the game shifts. EA can just swing it from one way, from it being a bad time, missed opportunity, to the other team hitting the dive button and getting a cheeky little penalty. Zakali, the goalie goes the right way too. Should have saved it, in my opinion. I'm as an ex-goalkeeper, I would give more credit to the goalie. Zakali ends up tying the game. You see Cage looking down in frustration. Almost had to roll up for that.
They're my dark horse for a reason. I know they know how to get goals when the time is needed. They come clutch, and usually they lose to very close games.
Cage is so cold right now. They score just back to answer, just like that. 2-1. Oh. Hard, no hard feelings. It's actually 4-2 now. Jeez. A lot of things going on. Great night of action. I mean, what more could we ask for? Submit highlights. You know, get involved if you're not in the server. Junie, tell the people your last words, brother.
Hey man, yeah, you know, like AT said, get hip if you're not involved.
Stand by body,
Live and direct Division 2 people. Much love everyone tuned in on this Thursday of life, people. 10 matchups in this first round of fixture production. So we're going to be behind the scene, helping out, making the show work, getting interviews. There's going to be a lot of new and fresh content. So make sure you're hip to that. Make sure you're in the server. Make sure you're following this channel. So you, again, we're going to be broadcasting that here, similar to how we do the D2, D1 stuff. Get your predictions in chat. Next versus Jogo Bonita started now.
You're saying that they're doing it on purpose?
Most of those game 1 fixtures should be updated. Make sure you tap in with this site if you want to check that.
I know people that know how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
You know, the Xbox.
Oh.
Good finish. Unlucky, Taka.
Just cutting off the supply. But nothing comes of it. Good defense.
No way. Yep.
Oh my God.
What a save, nigga. What a save, nigga.
No.
Banks. Well, that takes the wind out of their
Celeste.
great defending.
Shot. Yes.
We're gonna just cover.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, the counter chance looks very
Ball.
real.
Oh, finish.
So bad, bro.
Oh.
Go up, bro.
2 left though. Let me know if you want me to jab him in his mouth after that. Yeah, Mitch.
Go.
Yeah. Touch 2 left like that again. I'll jab you in your mouth.
Yo, look at the
Shoot.
Baited. Baited.
Yeah.
Baited.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's crazy. You ain't passing that. Rockas beat Reggae Boy 6-2. Road to Glory also win 4-1. Kings, that's a forfeit. J Raptors in a tight game against NB Rovers. Gur City win 4-0 against Elite. Out of shape to AFC Richmond 1. Rockas also wins out on the day, so they'll hold their spot in first place.
Just asking you about the last game you guys won. You know what I'm saying? You guys won it. A nice little 2. What was it? 2-0?
4-0 actually, or 5.
4-0. Okay. We missed the ending of that. Not gonna lie, some impressive stuff. Talk to us about that, man. Talk to us about that.
I mean, they don't want to. When I play good, no one want to say anything, and we don't hear anything. It's crickets out here. But when I play bad, it's a bunch of, you know.
Oh, got a throw in. Look at that. It's a winner right there.
That was heavy. That was heavy.
That's a winner.
That might have been the one.
That's the one.
To put him right away.
And that's
Road to Glory. Road to Glory, able to keep their winning streak going.
Yeah, they needed to keep winning, and they needed to keep pace with Trocas again.
Nice little tact for blowing leads.
We see a lot of red cards. Red cards popping off in this game.
I think they're just doing it for the badge, but they don't realize that these players are not going to be able to play.
Bro, I'm seeing 4.
They're going to play in the game because, you know, 3-4, that could be a.
Do we see all these reds?
That's 3 reds.
So you got 3 guys that can't play in the same.
It's 4.
Oh, that was 4.
Yeah. Of Sunday, unfortunate. Yesterday was Super League got canceled, but it does look like all the results are in for the day, Junie. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got AFC Richmond getting that big forfeit win against Kings TM. Elite 11 beating FC Dragonfire 2-1. Little Kahadas, we seen them beat East Clan 3-1. Mafia Dogs winning that game against Joko Bonito. We seen that close one. Very, very close one. Shout out Mafia Dogs on that one. 3-2 beating them. NB Rovers just squeezing past Girth City with a 1-0. We seen the big Next SC, you already know, 3-0. 3-0 to end the game. But
forfeit.
No, that's a forfeit? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So the big forfeit. I didn't realize FC Walkhart forfeited their last game. Out of Shape FC losing to JA Raptors. That's a heavy one. That's a great win for JA Raptors, but a heavy loss for Out of Shape FC. They're gonna want to re-pick things back up for next week. Purple Hollow, big forfeit to Tarakas. Tarakas picking up 3 easy points. Reggae Boys, we seen that one. Another tough game, losing to Road to Glory Academy 3-2, and Titans Inferno picking up another forfeit win against Real Smoky. Might as well pack them up in a big spliff that I got.
And speaking on that, we actually have J-Fly here with us. We talked about his team East Clan a little bit earlier. J-Fly, tough day for you. Obviously, you get the first result as a forfeit and then play one of the toughest teams in the entire league. We haven't heard from you yet, so it's interesting to share how you've been taking in the league and how your team's been doing.
Well, first and foremost, thank you guys for letting me come through here. What's up, Junie? Line A+. Love you guys. Miss you guys.
All love, brother.
Second, man, I do love this league, man. This league is really good. It's really structured, really organized. I love the competition here. I love the everything you guys do. Honestly, it's really nice what you guys build. Shout out to Sham, or Samson, for doing this.
The boss.
For the community. And third, as far as my club, man, honestly, it's been a roller coaster. We just recently got out of a drought of goalless, because we've been past couple of league games, we've been scoreless, like as far as like us not scoring. But today we finally broke that barrier, and we're just trying to communicate more. We're just trying to build more chemistry together and just like build something. I honestly feel it's just like a bunch of unfortunates with us, a bunch of unlucky games and stuff like that. But I think we're gonna progress. We're trying here, but
a lot still to play for. As we said, you're in 15th place, but still a lot to play for. Where would you want to finish when it's all kind of said and done? Obviously, still Europa places on the line.
Honestly, man, at this point, I'm shooting for 10th place, man. I think we deserve to be on there. I was looking at stats the other day as far as like team stats, and I mean we're pretty up there as far as like where we're actually placed at. I feel like we can do so much better, man. But at this point, what I'm aiming for, personally, anyways, I haven't even told my team this, but I'm personally aiming for 10th place at least. Move up 5 spots, man. But it would be nice just to move out of the 15th, like move out of the near the relegation zone, which I know it's like what 18th place or something like that, or 17th.
18th, yeah.
I just want to get far away from either being second to a regulation and whatnot. So I definitely want to just move out of there.
Much love, everyone tuned in today. All the people competing. I mean, what more could we say, people? We'll be back Sunday, D1 matches. It's up.